Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a great day. So in today's video, as you saw by the title, I'll be going over the 10 things you have to know before buying a 2024 Honda Civic Si. And this can also go for all 11th gen Civics, including the Type R. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So for number one, we have no spare tire. Now, a lot of cars do come equipped with spare tires, but in this case, the 11th gen Civic Si does not come with a spare tire. You have a compressor and you have a little funnel, and that funnel is for your gas if you ever run out and need to fill it up. And I have a video, I'll link it up here, on how to do that. But yes, so for number one, we have no spare tire. Some people like this, some people don't like it, and there's a lot of reasons to both sides of that. I think it's kind of stupid. People think it saves weight, which it does. However, if anything ever happens to you and you need a tire, you don't have it. And this isn't like a crazy sports car, right? It's a Civic, it has 200 horsepower, nothing crazy. Obviously, it's a really nice car, but I don't think they should remove a tire and not have a spare one in case anything ever happens. So yeah, that'll be it for number one. Now for number two, we have no heated or ventilated seats. So when we get into the car, as you can see, these are the seats and they look really nice. They have a nice stitched SI logo on top on both seats, as you can see, but sadly they are not heated or ventilated. And a really stupid thing about that is that the Canadian versions of the SI come standard with heated seats. I'm not sure they're cooled, but they're heated, and for some reason they haven't done this to the 11th gen Si. It truly sucks, and that should be in the car regardless, because it's not a cheap car, it's a good car, and it should have all of that stuff. So yeah, you got to be ready for that. They might not have heated or ventilated seats. So if you're looking to buy one, make sure you look at whether it's a Canadian car or American car. So that'll be it for number two. Now for number three, we have LED lights. So in the inside of the car, as you can see, we're gonna go in here. These lights turn on automatically because the door is open. And they are nice LED lights. They're newer generation ones. They're bright and not yellow. However, when you open this up and you look over here, it's yellow. And I think this is very stupid because if the car is half and half, that just doesn't make sense. Why not just make the whole car full LED and make it stand out even more, you know? But that's one thing that I'll definitely upgrade. I'll get regular nice LEDs all around the car so that they're not just different in different areas of the car. And it's the SI, it's a higher version Honda, so it's kind of stupid. But yeah, that'll be it for number three. Now for number four is one of the most excited things that the Civic has to offer. And that is, it's a 6-speed manual. And also there is no automatic version since this is the Si. But like I just told you, you have a 6-speed manual and it's super easy to use. It's a short shifter, as you can see. And here, you can listen to this if you want to. Also, you cannot go into 5th or 6th while you're in park. This is probably a newer feature because it is a newer car, and I don't know how that works, but you cannot put into 5th or 6th gear when you're in park, only when you're driving. And also, this car has rev match, so I'll be showing you guys how to do that, but it's super easy. It's a great feature if you're a beginner and you don't know how to downshift when you're, trying to slow down with your stick shift. And also, there's uphill start. So let's say you're on a hill and you want to start up and you do not want to stall. There's an option that you can click inside the computer of the car where you can have a brake hold while starting to drive your car. So instead of rolling down because you release the brake, it'll still be in park, but once you tap the gas pedal and you release the clutch, it will then turn off and you can go up the hill. So that's very helpful if you're a beginner once again, even for people like me, or if you've been driving manual for a while, it's a great feature as well. So yeah, that's another thing you should know before buying this car. Okay, so for number five, we have braking period. This is common sense in my opinion. Everyone knows this. This doesn't go for just the Civic, it goes for every other car out there. If you're buying the car brand new, do not full throttle, go crazy with it unless it hits, I would say, 600 to 1,000 miles. And the reason for that is the engine and the transmission, everything within the car is brand new. Literally, you can't push it to its limits. You have to let oil and everything get around the engine, transmission, fluids, all that stuff. And yeah, so you just have to let the car basically warm itself up into life, and you should not be going crazy. It will make the engine last longer and it will keep it reliable because Honda engines are known for being very reliable and they can go even up to 500,000 miles. I've seen people have engines and Honda cars that go that far, if not more. So yeah, that'll be it for number five. Now for number six, we have all season tires. And this is very important for a lot of people because, as you guys know, tires are expensive. I don't know how much they are for these, but I would say on average they're about like 600 to 800 maybe. So they're not cheap. And a lot of people obviously aren't rich and don't have a lot of money. So who wants to be spending a lot of money on tires if you don't need to? And that's why this is the 6th point, is because they're all season tires and you don't have to replace them every winter or every summer or whatever it may be. You can have these on for years. If they're bold and they're not, good, you should definitely change them because it's a safety hazard and obviously you don't want to die. So yeah, I would recommend changing them once they become bold. That can take a year, that can take half a year, or it can even take a few years if you drive your car normally and don't speed just like me.
Stop the cap.
So yeah, that's the great thing that they have these all-season tires, and they're also very good. They grip the road incredibly. I made a video previously, I'll link it up here once again. This is a different video, but these hold onto the ground when you're driving. 10 out of 10. Hey, we don't talk about this. Trust, I'll clean my car, I promise. So for number 7, we have customizable drive modes and fake engine sounds. And let me tell you what I mean by that. So let's go into the car. Okay, so what do I mean by customizable drive modes? As you can see down here, it clearly says drive mode, and there's 3 different types of modes you can use. You have normal, which you are in right now. You just have to swipe down, and you have normal. And then if you go up 1, you have sport, and then up 1 more time, you have individual. But let's start with number 1 just to make it easy. And that's normal. This mode is obviously what it's called. The steering wheel is very light. It's not tight or anything. The engine, there's no engine sounds, and the engine is running completely normal. This car does not have open and closed valves, so nothing will change in the exhaust system. But one thing that I really hate about normal is that you have engine start stop. And this, whenever you stop, it automatically turns on. You can disable it by clicking on it, but you have to click on it every time you get into the car. And you can't just change it where it forever disappears, which is very stupid. And I hate this mode, and I think all of you also hate it. Now for the second one, when you go up 1, you have sport. And this is the one that I usually use. It's the most convenient, and it's one that kind of matches me. But you have the steering wheel, which is a little bit more tighter and handles better. The engine is put into like a sportier mode. I don't really know how that works. And then you also have engine sounds coming through the vents of the car, and I don't know how that works once again, but somehow you can hear the engine more when you're in sport rather than being in normal. And now individual is basically the combination of 2, as you can see, but you have the customize button, and when you click that, it's what I just told you. You can make the engine either sport or normal, and then same with the steering wheel. So for sport, everything's in sport. For normal, everything's in normal, and then individual, you can make it sport for this and then normal for that. So yeah, it's completely up to you. I also like these features. As you can see, you click engine and then it lights up, and then steering wheel, it lights up. Cool little feature. But yeah, that'll be it for number 7. Oh, it's kind of hot. I'm gonna walk away because the car's kind of loud. But for number 8, we have half digital gauge cluster and then the infotainment system within the car. So let's go back to the inside of the car and I'll show you everything. Okay, so in front of me is the gauge cluster, and something that's kind of weird is that half of it is digital, this side, and I don't know if you can see that, but this is a little bit darker than this, and this is just how it originally looks, and it doesn't change. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because it's not just the gauge cluster or whatever, but it has so many different features within it. So as you can see, when you click on the home button on your steering wheel, it's gonna pop it up here, and you have range, fuel, warnings. If you click on it, you just gotta do this to click on it. It tells you everything. You can customize your display. You can have your audio. You can have a song if your phone's connected. You can have a picture from the song, and it's pretty cool. You can see a lot of things in this, and it's really not hard to get access to it. As I just showed you, use this, home, down to go down, up to go up. You have your turbo gauge. So if you rev your car, which I'm about to do, there we go, it shows you everything, and it's really sick. I love it a lot. I love how everything is so convenient. I don't have to reach over to my screen and, might get in a car crash. Hopefully not. But it definitely makes it safer to just have it right here, and you can look, right? You can look in front of you and change everything. Unlike if you were to do this, go go around, and not really look in front of you. So yeah, that's a cool thing that I really like, that they included so many things within the digital cluster of this car, and I have nothing to complain about. So if you're ever gonna own this car, it's definitely good, as I just showed you. So yeah, that's another thing I love about this car, and that you'll probably love if you also buy it. And then the infotainment system, obviously you have your digital display right here. I think this is 12 inches. Whether you have a Samsung, an Android, an iPhone, it does not matter what phone you have, it'll work. It's compatible with everything. So yeah, you don't have to worry about any of that. And there's a whole lot of things in here. I don't want to go over too many things, but yeah, vehicle settings, if you click on that, you have a few options, as you can see right here. Let's say you click on door/window setup, and you click on walk away auto lock. So I made a video, I'll link it up here. This is another one that I made. There's a lot of cool features in there, so I'll definitely recommend checking that out. But let's say you walk away from your car and you don't lock it. After 15 seconds of leaving your car and closing the door, it'll automatically turn off. Keep it safe. So cool little feature. But you can go back, you can click on this is all digital. This is a button, and then same with this to change your song. These are buttons, and then you have your wheel for volume. And yeah, well, there's a whole lot of things in here, a ton of stuff. It's super nice, I really love it. And that'll be it for number 8. So for number 9, we have the 12 speaker Bose system that the car has, and this is one of the best features it has, because I love listening to music, and I think all of you do too when you're driving. Like I just said, you have 12 speakers, one right here, one right here, and then same thing there and there, so that's 4. To the back, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think you might have some in the back. I'm not 100% sure. And also, don't mind this. This is my sun visor and then my jacket. And the sound system sounds so good. I don't think anyone can complain about it. It goes up to 40 in volume, but it's super loud. And also, let me add a little thing. Inside the infotainment system, where I showed you that little screen, you can actually change volume, the bass, all of the stereo system stuff. You can adjust it. There's a pinpoint. I'll actually show it to you because it's super cool. So all you're gonna do is go to general settings, click on sound, and then this is what I was talking about. Click on bass/treble, and you can adjust the treble, and then the mid-range, the bass, and all of that stuff. And this is the best feature. So let's say you're sitting in the front, right? You can adjust it so that the music is only playing right here, and you can hear it. It's so cool. Music only comes from this and this speaker, and nowhere else. And then let's say you put it right there. Feels kind of weird because you hear the music behind your ear, and I don't know, but it's cool. And you can do that for everywhere in the car. But yeah, if you get this car, you'll 100% love it. And now for the last point, for number 10, we have a strong resale value. And you might be like, bro, if you buy this car and you walk out of the dealership, you're gonna lose like 10% of its value. You're sort of true, because that's how cars work. They depreciate in value right away. So yeah, it's a liability, not an asset. It's not like a house where you buy it and then it'll go up in value. It's the complete opposite. When you buy it, it loses value right away, and that kind of sucks, but who doesn't love cars? But what I'm trying to say is, since this is the SI and the Type R are the only Hondas, in my opinion, and I think this is true, since they're like the higher versions and they're the only manual Hondas out there, I think, at least as of this generation, their value doesn't lose as much as you may think it does. So I saw a lot of threads in a lot of places like Marketplace and even dealerships. They sell Hondas that even have 30,000 miles, and you can buy it for almost the same price as the MSRP, which is absolutely crazy. And the reason for that is because the SI and the Type R models obviously have a limited production, and there's not a whole ton of them everywhere, unlike the regular Sport and the Touring or Hatchback, whichever ones there are. I think those are the 3. Don't flame me on that. But yeah, these cars hold its value pretty well, unlike other cars. So from all of the cars, if we average it out, this is definitely a great car you could get, because it does not lose as much value as you may think it does. And everyone obviously loves that. So yeah, that's why I put it in 10, because it's not like something crazy, but it's something you should definitely know if you want to buy this car. You'll be putting money into good hands, because Honda, once again, is known for being very, very reliable. People know this. Everyone loves Hondas because of that. They just don't buy them because they're not that fast. So yes, if you want to know, they're very reliable, and if you want to get one, I'll 100% recommend getting this car, because from watching this video, you heard me say plenty of times, this car is super good, and I absolutely love it. So with all that being said, that will conclude today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like the video, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on so you get notified when I post another video. And leave a comment if you guys want to see something new about this car or anything else you want to say. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you all have a great day. stay safe, and don't do anything stupid. Peace out.